Hey, so, do you guys remember when Shrek took over the world at one point? Yeah, I remember those times, and it can't be ignored how big this green guy was in the 2000s. Everywhere you went, you saw Shrek. He was either on your Pepsi, he was on your Twinkies. Hell, he was even your TV at one point. Safe to say, Shrek made a huge impact on pop culture and our subconsciousness, including me. I ate up a lot of Shrek merch growing up, and honestly, I don't regret it. This franchise is a big part of my life, even to this day. Hell, my whole family and I went to Universal Studios Orlando for the first time just to experience Shrek 4D before it shut its doors and was replaced with a mid-Minion ride. We haven't had a new Shrek movie in over 14 years, and sure, we had Puss in Boots in The Last Wish, and that was peak, but we all want a real Shrek sequel. And with the announcement that Shrek 5 is currently in development and will release in 2026, I think it's safe to say that we will be experiencing Shrek Mania like in the 2000s. And we can already see it taking effect right now. We've had a lot of Shrek collabs. We've had a Mr. Beast merch collab, Roblox cosmetics, Supreme collab, a bath bomb set, Lord's Mobile collab, Shrek makeup kits, and hell, we even got Shrek Crocs! And yes, I do own a pair. Safe to say, as we are waiting for the arrival of Shrek 5, we will be seeing Shrek in stores more often, which leads me to the things that we will be reviewing today. I found these at my local Five Below and had to pick these up, so let's give a gander at these figures.
First, we're going to take a look at the Shrek Funko minis, and Funko has done this before with other series. I have a Luffy one that I also got at the same Five Below where I purchased these, and the quality is pretty good. There's nothing really to complain. I mean, they're just statues, little tiny figures, and they're only for $5. So I mean, you're getting your money's worth for like a pretty simple figure. And I do like his outfit here, so that is also another thing. Now these guys came in blind boxes, and you can find them at Hot Topics and box lunches. But I'm not trying to spend my money to get the ones that I want. These are the main three I always want in any figure line of that's Shrek related. I want to get Shrek, Puss in Boots, and Donkey, because Donkey is my favorite character from the series. So I'm glad they made this alternative where you can get these. You know, you already see what you get, you know, that's fine with me. Taking a look at the back, you can also get Fiona, Gingy, and Lord Farquaad. But the thing is, there's more in the set, but you're gonna have to buy the blind boxes for that. But I'm okay with just getting all these guys. I'll probably get these three another time. I just wanted the main trio first. So let's open the big man himself, Shrek.
Great, let's get started.
And there is Shrek, the main guy himself. Now, first hand out of the box, this feels very durable. It feels very hard. I like the design that we're going with. It's kind of like a cutesy, simplistic design. I'm okay with it. And one thing I'm really happy about it too is the fact that the ears are actually like more thick. Because the thing is, Shrek figures have a long history of where the ears are so thin that over time they break off. But I'm thankful that they actually made it like a separate piece, and it's also like more thicker, so there's less resistance. Like if I'm pulling on it, you can't really bend it or make it break. So I think that's a good thing. One thing that sucks though is that there's no neck articulation. Everything's like just a solid piece. And the color scheme they got for Shrek is perfect. Usually people mistake that his shirt is white. I used to do that too, but it's actually kind of like a light tan-ish. And yeah, I mean, everything looks good. Nothing looks too shabby. Yeah, there's nothing really much to complain. Comparing it with the Luffy that I got from the same series, he is a bit bigger, more chunky, if you catch my drift. But the Luffy one looks good because, you know, it looks accurate to the source material. But taking liberties when they're making the design, because obviously Shrek is more grotesque when it comes to his face. Like obviously he's supposed to have bushier eyebrows, more of a nasty smile. But I mean, like I said, this is more for like mainstream people, and I think this is a really good figure for what it is. So I'll give this one a fair 9 out of 10. And next up we got Puss in Boots, the feline in footwear. Let's open him up.
Fear me if you dare.
We got Puss in Boots. Now, obviously this is an iconic pose he does in the second movie, and it's translated really well, and it fits perfectly into the style of these Funko minis. And there's nothing really negative to say about these. This is perfect. Like I said again, durability is perfect. Doesn't feel too flimsy. Everything feels all right. Like I said again, there's no neck peg to rotate his head if you want to make him looking sideways or anything. This is all frontal. I like the detail of the hat. The hat looks nice. It has some, it's pretty simplistic, like I said. I keep saying over and over again, it's very simplistic, but it really is. You see like a feint of his fur design on his head, on his side. Pretty good figure. They didn't, when The Last Wish came out, they didn't make much merch for that movie. The only thing I have from that movie is the AMC Funko, no, the AMC cup topper, and then the Hot Wheels that came out a year afterwards. So getting more Puss merch is pretty good. Now, the best one for last. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, now we getting somewhere. Donkey!
We got my favorite character out of the whole movie series, Donkey.
Donkey!
Now I'm really happy with how he looks too. Doesn't look too bad. One thing I wish, I know it's only in Forever After, but I like the design, is where he has like more spiky mullet. But I mean, for what it is, this is a really good figure. It looks kind of like the Funko Pop one that released a couple years back, but with more detail. But he translated perfectly well into the series, and there's not much I can really say. Same with the Shrek and Puss. This one looks perfectly, you know, on model. They took their own liberties, but it translated well, and it's a good figure. Oh, but we're not done yet. We also have Gingy. Now, there was a Gingy in the set I was just talking about, but this one was too good to pass up. It was near the checkout aisle, so I had to pick this one up. And surprisingly, this isn't made by Funko. It's actually made by Culture Fly. Even though their Shrek merchandise is ugly, you know, the single figure and the minis, I think this one looks pretty good for what it is. It's based off him from Shrek 1, of course, because that's when he had the amputee, the cut off leg and stuff. So on the side of the box, you got, you know, basic white simplistic Shrek, and on the back you have a picture of the thing that's coming inside the box, and with the backdrop of Far Far Away and the three blind mice are right there, so that's pretty cool. And on the side you got a simplistic thing again, vinyl figure, and the inside you have the backdrop of Far Far Away. And yeah, so let's take him out the box. Now I'm fairly surprised because I pulled him out of the box and I thought he was connected to the base, but I guess not. So you could really theoretically have your own Gingy figure, but it's not gonna stand up. So let's put him on the base to give him a really good look.
A few moments later.
So there we go, the man of the hour, Gingy. Now this is a really good figure. I know I keep saying that for all these, but this is kind of a good, no, this is a pretty good figure. I mean, there are some things that tick me off about it, but other than those flaws, it's a pretty good figure. I mean, one thing I will say is that I don't like the face he has. It doesn't look accurate to any scenes in the movie. I know it's kind of like very nitpicky, but it doesn't look as accurate. He feels too flat. I know he's a gingerbread man, but in other figures and toys of this guy, like the details are more out, like not completely out, but they're like embedded, kind of. I don't know how to explain the word, but like if they're more out, the candy cane feels like it's about to break. It's not very, it feels very, very flimsy. But I'm guessing this is just supposed to be like a display piece, not more of like a thing you use around and stuff. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, the base is okay too. I like the bottom. It has the Shrek logo and the logo for the company that made it. What do I give this? I mean, like I said, it's a $5 figure. Doesn't come with much. The backdrop is beautiful. So I give this, you know, let's give it an 8. It's passable. It's a good Gingy figure. I'm not gonna give it too much flack. It's really good. It's really good for the price. If it was a little bit more higher, then that's when I'd be complaining. But this is a really good figure for the price you're getting. And that is it for my Shrek review for these little 3 guys. Now I have 2 more videos I'm working on right now, but it's a little hard considering I have to do commissions and other projects. But bear with me, I will release them soon, and I really appreciate you guys watching my technically my first review video. So until next time, bye.
Wait! Don't forget to subscribe. If you do, I'll give you a headbutt. That's ogre for thank you.